Welcome back to the terminal. Today, we're opening Lesson 3 of Module 11, and it's a good one. We're going to unpack REST APIs and CRUD, essentially how modern network tools talk to each other using nothing more than HTTP and a bit of structured data. By the end, the four verbs you see down there, get, post, put, and delete, will feel like second nature. So let's start with the style itself. REST isn't a protocol or a product. It's a set of conventions layered on top of plain HTTP. Four ideas define it. It uses HTTP, the same protocol your browser speaks. Everything is a resource with its own URL or endpoint. Each request stands on its own with no memory of the last one. That's what stateless means. And the data flowing back is almost always JSON. Put simply, if something speaks HTTP and JSON to a URL, you're looking at a REST API. Now that we know what REST looks like, the next question is what we actually do with those resources. That's where CRUD comes in. Create, read, update, delete, the four basic things you can do to any piece of data. And the elegant part is that HTTP already gives us a verb for each one. Post to create something new, get to retrieve it, put or patch to change it, and delete to remove it. Remember this mapping, because every REST call you ever make is really just one of these four moves. So let's break down what one of those calls actually looks like on the wire. Every REST request has four parts. The method, here it's get, the URL pointing at the resource, in this case the network device endpoint on a Catalyst Center controller. Some headers that carry metadata like your authorization token and the format you want back. And optionally, a body when you're sending data. The controller then answers with a status code and usually a JSON payload. Watch those status codes closely. 200 means success. 201 confirms something was created. 401 tells you your token is bad. And 404 means the resource isn't there. They're your first clue when something goes wrong. Let's zoom in on those two pieces, how you prove who you are and how the server tells you what happened. Authentication almost always rides in the header, either as a bearer token you got from a login call, or as a static API key the platform issued you. And the status codes group into three neat buckets. 2x means everything worked. 4x means you messed up, bad syntax, wrong token, missing resource. And 5x means the server itself had a problem, so retrying or checking logs on their side is the move. And that's a solid foundation for talking to REST APIs. Next up in Lesson 4, we'll zoom into JSON itself, how to actually read the data these endpoints send back, parse the structure, and pull out the values you need. If this lesson clicked for you, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. The full course is free on YouTube and over at dargslan.com. See you in the next one.